Ooh, Fredo.
Hey, yeah, I'm back into the barricade. What I'm doing, counting up money from this year I made. Last year was a different story, but this year I'm paid. Just do 6:30 in the club, I let it ricochet. Extreme rules ain't enough, I put him in a cage. Now it ain't nowhere to hide, you about to catch this fade. Hey, if rap was wrestling, I'm in the Hall of Fame. Playing games better acknowledge me like I'm Roman Reigns. Hey, but you can't see me though. Took a break, now the final boss back with the demon flow. The innovator, I just do the stuff that they ain't seen. I'm like the Undertaker, a tombstone to put you where you need to go. A match against me and Dog out for showstopper. I'm in the booth with sweet chin music, I'm the showstopper. Like the Midnight Express, I'm on the road rocket. They screaming no mas, I'm old mas, dog, I'm a whole problem. You got the money in the bank, I need the whole profit. Running through my ops like Goldberg, like who gon' stop him? Looking at the clock, it's 3:16, I'ma go spot. And I'ma open up a can of whoop ass like Stone Cold drop. You beating us, the squad like 3D when we teaming up. I got the longest title reign of real rapper, they know.
Yo, what's happening? Y'all already know what it is, boy. It's that Wrestling and Chill Monday. Yes, sir. It's good to see everybody. Miss Kayla, Rich Law, how y'all doing today?
Doing great. Blessed and highly favored.
Yes, ma'am. Rich Law, how's it going, brother?
What's up with you? I'm here.
Yes, sir. That's what we like to see. So, today is an interesting day. It was an interesting day on Raw. I give Raw tonight about a 4 out of 5. Already why not 5 out of 5 to me, because I don't feel like the matches it wasn't terrible or nothing, but it just kind of like, it felt like it was a little bit something missing from each match. But I enjoyed them. It just wasn't as good as I wanted them to be. But storytelling wise, there was a lot of little Easter eggs and a lot of things that we were anticipating tonight. Rich Dog, what would you give Raw tonight out of 5?
Out of 5, I'm gonna do like you. I'm gonna go 4 because I like the storyline, the advancement of the storylines. I like, first off, what we seen with John Cena and Cody Rhodes. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at that. I like that main event, and I'll probably knock it down 1 just like you did, because some of the matches just weren't hitting. Like, I feel like I could have probably got more from that Penta match, in my opinion. But and then I'll knock it back because it came on early at 3 and I ain't know it. But outside of that, shit, I enjoyed it.
You know, the crazy thing is, it came on at 3, and I was anticipating 3 all day. But where I'm at,
but y'all knew it came on at 3.
Yeah. They announced that for like a couple weeks ago. They were gonna be the SmackDown, the Raw time's gonna change because it's actually live. SmackDown's gonna be pre-recorded, so SmackDown's still gonna come on at nighttime.
Also, SmackDown is pre-recorded now; it's not live.
It's not live for the next like 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, I ain't know that. I got you.
Yeah, it's only like a couple of hours off though. Like it'll be off like. Well, actually, okay. So when they come on the network, it'll be pre-recorded. But you can, but if you got certain sites and stuff like I usually do, and you can have to watch. Yep, I go on the sites and watch it live. You know what I mean? Because we was on the road Friday, so I watched it live as it was going on. But Miss Kayla, what would you give? Yep, Miss Kayla, what would you give Raw tonight out of 5?
I'm gonna agree with you guys. I give it a solid 4 stars. That opening segment with Cody and John, of course, that stole the show. I enjoyed most of the matches, but I do feel like they fell flat in certain spots. And of course, as far as the crowd, man, international crowds are always better, in my opinion, than home crowds. So, Belgium really tore the house down tonight. They were definitely a part of the show, but 4 stars all around.
Facts by that crowd, no cap.
I'm very happy you brought that crowd. That was the one thing that I was gonna mention tonight on tonight's show. Oh yeah, the crowds, the overseas crowds are always banging. That's only because over here in the States, of course, we see them all the time. So, you know what I mean, LA or New York or, you know what I mean, or Texas, Dallas, something like that, they're going to see them about 3 or 4 times out the year. You know what I mean? So they got the thing what chant all the time, or the Jey Uso thing, you know what I mean? But on a regular basis, it ain't too many things they, start themselves. Now, tonight, that crowd, like y'all said, A1. Amazing, and they actually did great starting off into this first segment that we're about to fall into that has to do with John Cena and Cody, like you guys said before. John Cena came out and no, he was not his regular self. He did not come out acknowledging Stu. He just held up the towel for a quick second, threw it down, well, balled it back up, whatnot. And he pretty much said the last time is now on the towel, and on the back of his shirt it says, "After this, you won't see me," or whatnot. So, pretty interesting message with that. He wasn't as energetic as usual, but things that did not change is his attire and his actual theme song. There were rumors that they were going to change up his look a little bit, give him a smaller edge, maybe have him like grow a goatee or something, or do certain things to change his image. And also, it was rumored that they thought about changing his song, and they thought about having Travis Scott actually perform his new interest song as the heel, but he decided,
That'd be hard as fuck.
huh?
I said that'd be hard if they did that.
Yeah, they thought about doing it. It was very rumored, but I think John Cena decided to keep his own thing because he said in the promo tonight, "That is my song. Y'all been dressing like me all this time, so why would I change it up? Cause y'all want to, pretty much. Cut. All he pretty much did tonight was just cut into the crowd, pretty much. He really didn't. He just explained that he did it because he was tired of doing everything everyone else loves. He when he first got there, they didn't like him. He had to change up what he did to get liked and stay in the company. And pretty much nobody's been asking him how he feels about everything, how he wants to do things and whatnot. So this is his chance to do whatever he wants, pretty much. I think it's cool. I think it's not bad, but I pretty much agree with Cody when Cody came out there and said, pretty much, stop being a bitch. Pretty much, you know what I mean? I agree with him on that aspect because John Cena didn't really explain. He didn't explain enough to me. You could have been Win Hill. You could have been these things or whatnot. I'm not mad at that. But I just don't get the fact that you came out here tonight and you didn't say anything about why you joined here with The Rock and Travis Scott. You know what I mean? Those are the focal points. You did it with The Rock and for some reason Travis Scott out there. You know what I mean? Why with them? He kind of left a cliffhanger and never explained that. Richard, what you think about that first segment?
Man, I love that shit. What that boy John Cena got out there told them folks, y'all some bitches ain't even asked me how I feel. You feel me? Letting them know. Because, hey, no cap, when that shit happened, all the headlines, nobody was like, why did John Cena do this? Why? What could be the reason? They was just like, I can't believe John Cena did this shit. Like, didn't nobody think to ask him, like, man, why would he do that? Why would he team up with The Rock in it last year? You know what I'm saying? So I understood why he was saying that. You feel me? And then it just made me laugh like when I saw him come out. Because you know what I'm saying? I'm expecting Cena to come out with the change of wardrobe and the change in the entrance music, and he still got the same thing on. So he look at like, well, I see him in the kid in the ring with the sad face, frowning like a motherfucker. He look like a big ass kid. Like when you see him in his clothes, like it's kind of hard to take him serious like that. But I still like what I saw from him, and we already know it's gonna be another level to this. Like Cody Rhodes ain't gonna be able to just look John Cena in his eye, talk all that shit, and then just, you know what I'm saying, walk out the ring like John Cena wasn't holding the company down when bro was just a little pup out there, you know what I'm saying, still a baby out there, you feel me? So I rock with the whole interaction.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, the interaction wasn't bad at all. Like I said, I hope he explains why he did it with The Rock and Travis. But other than that, like I said, it wasn't bad at all. Miss Kayla, tell me something. What you think about this subject?
Now, on the inside, I think I felt like that little kid that he called out at ringside, because as someone who grew up as a John Cena fan, I just can't process his heel turn. But from a storytelling perspective, top to bottom, I loved his entire segment. I love how he, kind of turned it on his head and called us out as fans for, always wanting to get something in return from him, showing up and being the John Cena that we've come to know him to be. And when I started watching wrestling, I want to say it was 2004. So The Rock had just transitioned into Hollywood. However, I have done a little bit of homework. So his segment kind of reminded me of when The Rock initially turned heel and he became the corporate champion. Him calling out the fans and basically saying, like, you guys treated me like this for years. You booed me. You said I sucked. And well, now you're gonna get it, essentially.
It did.
Love. Yeah. I just it's from, like I said, from a storytelling perspective, it was great. And then Cody coming out, I loved going back to the crowd, like the clear contrast. John gets the split crowd reaction Cody comes out, and even though there are some people I've seen, in the IWC that don't care for how Cody cuts his promos, he sounds political, blase, whatever whatever your opinion is on that. That doesn't reflect in the audience. Everyone is popping for Cody. So it's a clear distinction between who the crowd is going for. So I think if nothing else, it's definitely it adds fuel to their match at WrestleMania, and it makes it more interesting. And so it makes me think I don't know who I'm going for, Cody or John at this point.
For sure. Yeah, that's a good point. You are right. It does put you in that perspective of a corporate type of thing, and that's pretty much the theme of John Cena turning into the Rock's champion if he does win or whatnot. So that's the same concept pretty much. They did the same thing pretty much with Seth Rollins. You know what I mean? Of course they go in and recycle certain things and whatnot. Certain gimmicks, but they make the shock factor on who they choose to do it or whatnot. Nobody knew The Rock was going to do it. Nobody knew Steph was going to do it. And now this time, maybe the most shocking because nobody expected John to do it. So shout out to WWE. They doing their thing, man. Shout out to John. Like I said, it's going to be an interesting match at WrestleMania. They are definitely getting the night 2 spot. I don't know why anybody even thinking otherwise. They going to highlight night 2 for shit show.
And I feel like John, I feel like he got a win, or what was the point of all of it?
C Nation winning?
I think at some point it'll come like maybe full circle. I've heard people speculate so he'll end up becoming babyface before he fully retires. But right now, if you're gonna be heel, it's got to be a payoff.
Yeah, I think he's gonna turn babyface like the month before that last pay-per-view. At the pay-per-view in December is gonna be called Ruthless Aggression. And I think that's when he's gonna turn face like right before. And then at the Ruthless Aggression, he's gonna go out as a face. You know what I mean? Because nobody really wants to see him get booed the whole time. We just want to have a good heel run, and then go back to what we love, and then see it off in the sunset or whatnot. So yeah, shout out to Cena, man. They're doing a great job at it, man. Great storytelling, and we are booked in. Now we're gonna go ahead and go to the next subject. The next thing that we have on the agenda, we had Ludwig Kaiser versus Penta. And we all know Penta has been a sensation since he debuted in the WWE. Like we said before, he was huge in the independent scenes in the AEW. And we are glad to see him. Now, Ludwig Kaiser, he's been doing his thing in WWE. He's been beside Gunther, and now they have separated him and Gunther. They're both still Imperium technically, but they just never seen together anymore. And I think that's best for Ludwig, because he's pretty much, in my opinion, he's shining. You know what I mean? He may not be world champion worthy right now, but right now he's shining as far as developing his own character, being great in the ring, you know what I mean, making others look good or whatnot. I don't see nothing that he's doing wrong personally. Now I'm a fan of it. This match was great. It was back and forth. Ludwig Kaiser, he got that little rolling thing that he does with them on the shoulder. He did that twice. He did it one time on the table. I thought that was extremely impressive because that table was not that long or whatnot. And he did it to where the table didn't break as well. That's extremely impressive because those tables are extremely easy to break. Trust me. So yeah, I liked the match a lot. It was pretty good. Penta came out with his win. There's really not too much more to say about it. I think these two are going to be two of the people that's going to be in my opinion, this is what I think. I personally think at WrestleMania it's going to be like a 6-man ladder match or a 6-man elimination match for the Intercontinental title. So they do it every WrestleMania, where it's the tag titles, the United States title, or the what is the again title? The Intercontinental title, where it's like some type of ladder match for one of them titles. I think the Intercontinental is dealt with this year because there's so many people that get involved with it. Now, like I said, I liked the match. I don't have too many complaints about it. Rich Law, what you think about this match?
I like the match. I'm a fan of Kaiser and for sure Penta, you know what I'm saying? But I can see Kaiser going real far right now. I'm glad they kind of separate him from Gunther because he's good on the mic, he great in the ring. He got the look, got the character. You know what I'm saying? He got the whole nine. Even with the same for Penta. Now, my only critique is I always just want to see Penta hit more moves as he faces harder opponents. I feel like he should kind of open up the bag just a little bit, unless they saving all the special moves for like pay-per-views. But I just feel like
Yeah,
Kaiser is a worthy opponent where he could hit him with just a little extra, especially in the no DQ match. You know what I'm saying? All bets off. But outside of that, they put on a performance.
yes, sir, yes, sir. And yeah, you are right about that, about pulling out more moves. But a lot of people say WWE is a little more watered down than the indie scenes or even AEW or TNA. But that's really it's two things about that. WWE has way more shows than any other company. Not only are they on the road doing regular shows, they're doing two or three out the week regularly for TV, and then they do the house shows as well. And
Right.
a lot of them have a wrestling match at least twice out of them. You know what I mean? And a lot of times they don't get a break. So that's why they have to water down their moves and not use every single one every single time. You know what I mean? He can't be out there doing the 450 flash every single match and expect not to get hurt. Look at Seth Rollins right now. His body breaking down. You feel what I'm saying? So
So
it's a longevity thing. Miss Kayla, what you think about this match between Penta and Luger?
I definitely enjoyed the match. Every week I love seeing Penta. His gear just gets more and more fire every single week, in my opinion. Love that Death Valley driver spot on the announce table. And overall, I like Ludwig Kaiser. I'm assuming they're doing more of a slow build with him, which I mean, if I can pack my patience, I guess I can enjoy that. I just, in my opinion, I don't really see. I think they could have accomplished the same thing if it wasn't a no holds barred match. Because it's not like
Right.
outside of like the chair spot, we didn't see too many extreme uh moments or weapons used. I think they could have accomplished the same effect with just a singles
Mm-hmm.
match. But
Yep.
overall, it was a solid match. I think both of them looked really good, and Penta now has his eyes set on the IC title. So I'm excited to see, if he ends up being the one that takes the belt off of Braun, I'm completely okay with that.
For sure. Yeah, it wouldn't be bad at all. You know what I mean? I don't know who's gonna take it out, Brian, or when, if it's gonna happen anytime soon. But like you said, it's gonna be exciting if it is Penta. I won't be too mad about it. Mr. Jackson, how's it doing, man? How's it doing? Jackson is a part of Diamond Land, for all y'all who don't know. Yeah, and seeing the promo was pretty dope. It was pretty dope. But yeah, I agree with you, Kayla. So we're gonna move on from there. But one thing I am gonna say about it though, they do this a lot with the big names that come into the WWE. They don't really, how can I say, they don't really slow build them too much anymore. If they're high, I guess it's a Triple H thing. They're pretty much throwing straight into the title picture. I don't know if I can just agree with that. I like them to have a story and build something outside of a championship, and then go for it. That way, we're more invested in it, and other than you just being a champion, then we're just invested in your character. You know what I mean? Take us along a ride. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like like I don't know if y'all watched NXT like that, but I kind of did. And when Sammy won the actual NXT championship, we were so invested into his character, it was like he won at WrestleMania or something. You know what I mean? Because we was really that deep into anything Sammy did. But when they just come in and throw him in, it's just a good thing that we already know Panther, and his moves have been incredible. If he was just an average wrestler with an okay gimmick, we wouldn't be behind him because they're not building a character. He just happened to already have one. But this is my opinion. I could just be talking too much. You know what I mean? So next thing on the agenda, there was a backstage segment with Judgment Day that include all of Judgment Day, pretty much except JD, because we know JD is not there at the moment. Dominic was pretty much talking to the Judgment Day. He was talking to Finn, and he like Finn's thanking him for getting him the title shot tonight. It's gonna be Finn Balor versus Braun Breaker later on tonight, thanks to Dominic talking to Adam Pearce about it, right? But Dominic's like, hey, we are still weak in certain places or whatnot. They might well say Carlito just here. He don't fight. They haven't said it, but that's pretty much it. Carlito don't wrestle. Uh, you know what I mean? And me and you have been having some holes in our armor pretty much lately. So he wanted to add another member, and he suggested Penta. Now him suggesting Penta kind of pissed off not JD. It pissed off Finn Balor because right after Penta's match, he pretty much declared that he's going for the Intercontinental Championship. So with that being said, Finn Balor called Dominic a snake for even wanting that to happen. So that's a little cliffhanger right there to pretty much go back on. But I'm gonna point this out. Y'all talk about this as well when I go to y'all. Dominic, right before this match, was seen talking to Karrion Kross in the background of Dakota Kai coming to the ring for her match. And we all know Karrion Kross always turns people against people, or he talked them into doing something that they thought about without actually doing. And if y'all recognize every single opponent or every single person Karrion Kross tries to come across, he does their hair like them. And usually when he does their hair like there, it's usually a successful talk or successful whatever he got going, turning people. He has his head down like Dominic today, in the same hairstyle he did when I saw him. So with that being said, this backstage banner with Judgment Day and with Karrion Kross, what do you think about it, Rich?
I didn't peep the part when Don was talking to Karrion Kross. I'm about to have my head down, but I did see the entire interaction. It did kind of throw me for a loop when he suggested Penta. I know it kind of go back to what you were saying, like you said you would rather see Penta in the storyline rather than just be thrown straight into the title picture after 3-4 matches or whatever. So it's like maybe that could be the storyline, but then I kind of felt I'm like Penta in the Judgment Day, like I'm trying to see him do some solo shit. To be honest, I ain't really trying to see him team up with the Judgment Day out of all people. And then it could just be, a storyline suggest just to sway you the other way. But now that we know that Penta wants the Intercontinental title picture, you see it's bumping head. So maybe Karrion Kross starting to rub off from the low. Maybe he got some type of power, some type of juju that just once he get close to you, just leech on you, then shit just start falling apart. But hopefully Penta does stay solo. But I want to see what comes of this dumb Finn Balor situation.
Yeah, I hope they go against each other at Mania. I know it's a stretch because they like to do sometimes build them up a little bit and then have a regular match on Raw, which be kind of pissing me off. But I think this is a WrestleMania worthy type of beef because it'll be a little bit in the making and a big story to it. Miss Kato, what do you think about this? About the Judgment Day interaction and the whole Karrion Kross Dominic thing?
Kind of like Rich, I missed the Karrion Kross segment. At least I missed it live. I did see it later on Instagram, and if I'm not mistaken, last week Dom was in the back talking to Ludwig Kaiser. So I'm not sure. He's trying to recruit someone as another member inside of Judgment Day. I don't see it being Penta. I don't think they would go in that direction. If anything, I think it's just a way to further Dom and Finn's eventual feud between one another, which just seems like it's going to be a slow build. Again, if I'm packing my patience, as long as it pays off, I guess, that'll work. I won't get too in detail with it now because I know we still have to touch on the main event, but I will say that this segment for a brief moment kind of put some ideas in my head as far as to how I thought the main event was going to go. I ended up being wrong, but as far as like the segment itself, as far as the slow build to them eventually turning on each other or feuding, I look forward to see how it's going to go, but it's just, I wish they were giving us a little bit more at a time instead of like these little bits and pieces.
Yeah, for sure on that. Triple H like to do the little slow build or whatnot. Like I said, I like I'm not too mad at it. Certain people shouldn't have a slow build, or certain people can be too slow on their builds. Case in point, Y6, that was too slow for us to not get the reaction that we wanted, or the results that we wanted. You know what I mean? The impact that we wanted. And this Judgment Day thing, they're going too slow with this. Whatever you're gonna do, they need to start doing it. Now, this is my theory, right? I think Dom is going to recruit somebody else, but I think he's going to kick Finn out. When he recruits somebody else, I think it's going to be Karen Cross. I think Karen Cross is going to come in and pretty much have that leadership role of Judgment Day. That's just me personally. That's what I think because it would actually make sense. Everybody wants Finn to pretty much step away from Judgment Day because at this point they're not serving them no good. You know what I mean? They ain't help win the world title. They ain't help win the Intercontinental, and they ain't, you know what I mean? And him and JD the one went and got them tag titles. I mean, I think did they even help him? I think Liv helped him get it, but I mean that was just Liv pretty much sticking it to Rhea and Damian Priest or whatnot. You know what I mean? So, and trying to get Dom on her side or whatnot. That wasn't really a whole Judgment Day thing. They're not really. You know what I mean? It's no point of him being with them at this point. So if he separates from them and get a real good push, he'll probably bring that demon character back, demon Finn Balor back. So I'm excited to see. Yeah. So I'm excited to see it. And you know what would be an interesting match? It would be interesting to see Demon Finn Balor versus Karrion Kross. I think that'll be an excellent match and an excellent feud as well. It'd definitely be better than that Y6 and AOP shit. That was terrible.
So bad.
And they need to get Karrion Kross back in the ring ASAP because his character work has been top notch as of late. But I mean, if you don't get him in the ring, you're not capitalizing on any of that.
I think that's what they're building towards. That's why they're having something.
That's probably like my biggest critique on that finisher. That should take too long.
Yeah, for sure. So definitely. I really just think he should probably do a clothesline from hell. Karrion Kross is big as shit. He's a big ass dude or whatnot. So I think he can actually do or submission. We all know he's trained in jiu-jitsu or whatnot. I think karate too. It's a few things he's like mastered in. Like Karrion Kross is legit. Instead if everybody in the locker room got into a fight, Karrion Kross probably win. For shit, sure. You know what I mean? So, shout out to them, man. I think it's great what they're doing, and I hope they capitalize on it, like you said, Kayla. All right, so the next subject that we had Ivy Now going against Dakota Kai, and on her side, of course, she had American Made with them, the Creed brothers, and eventually Chad Gable came out there well to watch the match. So after this match going on, we all know there were shenanigans going on with the American Made. They kept on interfering and putting their, getting in the way of Dakota Kai trying to get this victory. So with that being said, eventually the LWO came out and shooed Chad Gable away, and they of course attacked the Creed brothers and took them out of the equation. Dakota Kai was able to get the win after that. I don't like Dakota Kai's finisher. I don't, and not like I don't like the concept of it. I don't like how she executes it. She never really completely executed when she got him on the shoulder and she fly him off and kick him in the head. You know what I mean? Kind of like a foot version of the go to sleep. She never really executed. It looked like she kicked her on the shoulder this time. You know what I mean? Because she's not a big, strong girl to be picking up people. She needs to come up with something else. That's just my opinion. But match was straight. Match wasn't bad at all. Other than that one little part, the match was not bad at all to me. What do you think, Rich?
It was a good match. Glad Ivy Now won. I'm just trying to see like how long they gonna keep going with this. I don't really know what they doing with American Made, and I mean, are they just keeping the seat warm till Chad Gable return, and now it's all about him. So it's kind of just, to me, just feel like all this is just in limbo. But it was a good match, though.
For sure. You said Ivy won? I thought Dakota won.
I thought she hit him with that DDT and won. She did.
Let me make sure I ain't tripping.
Make sure I ain't tripping. I thought Ivy won that.
Make sure. Hold on. I'm looking at it right now. Let me make sure. Yeah, the match so short. It's damn near going past it. All right, quick. You made it right. I'm gonna go. Kayla, who won that match?
That's Kayla. I don't know that.
I thought it was Dakota Kai after she hit
Okay, it might have been
her
Dakota.
finish.
I don't know. Maybe I seen it wrong. Maybe she kicked out and I seen it.
So yeah, it was Dakota Kai because she hit that. Like I said, she hit that finisher that I don't like.
It's like
And,
she got like that go
Yeah,
to
'cause
sleep.
I don't like it either. I don't like the setup. I don't even like the name of the move.
What is
I
it
just don't
called? What's the
think
name of it?
D-
the
DK,
GTK.
yeah,
Is
Okay,
it?
yeah. I remember they did say that when she hit it. Okay, yeah.
GDK, something like that. Goddamn kid. Trash.
That's a weed moment. I'm geeked.
It's a bad. Like you said, Kayla, it's bad. I don't like it. But Kayla, what do you think about the match?
If I'm being honest, I did not pay the match too much attention just because it felt like a filler to further the LWO and American Alpha storyline that they got going on. I like Dakota Kai and I like Ivy Now both separately. They wrestle well together, so it's not like they put on like a horrible match, but it's just the booking of the women's mid card. I feel like I said it before is just very lackluster to me. I have no interest in it, and it's even worse in my opinion when it's used to further a storyline that I also don't have any interest in. So it was just, I mean, the crowd thankfully again made it more enjoyable. But overall, I don't really have anything positive or negative to say. It just was a filler match, in my opinion.
True. Like you said, it's kind of hard to get behind the mid card women's division on Raw. But when you think about it, that's damn near all they got is mid card women. That's why they moved Bailey over there to have some, heavy hitters over there. But Becky
they ain't
come
did
back.
nothing with Bailey recently either, and that's like it's Bailey. They haven't really done anything with Bailey since since her match with what was it, Roxanne Perez? The last person she faced.
Her and when she went against Live Valkyria too.
Okay, yeah, like prior to Elimination Chamber. I know she had that match, but I don't think I've seen her since then. I've heard that they're probably going to move that rivalry between with her and Roxanne to NXT, which I thought Roxanne got called up to the main roster, but she's been back and forth on NXT as well. So don't know exactly what they're doing there. I liked their rivalry, but outside of them, and then of course you got Rhea, Liv, Io, main event women. The mid card it just seems like they don't really have solid creative plans in place for them.
Yeah, definitely. And it's crazy because there are so many women who you can call up to from NXT to make that storyline or that mid card a little more interesting on Raw. But like you said, I'm not interested in all. I'm not gonna say not interested at all. I'm not interested as I thought I would be. I don't care any one of them, Lara, Now, or Dakota Kai. I don't care if any one of them is Intercontinental title, champion. I'm not gonna watch it. You know what I mean? Period. Or at least I'm not gonna be excited about it at all. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's just not exciting. I hate to say it. The only one who could do something with that maybe be Ivy Now. Between them, that's only because of the American Made thing that she's in, not because of her separate. So hopefully they get better with it. Hopefully they get better and do something with it. But for now, we just got to let them cook and see what happens. All right, cool. Next thing we got on the agenda, we had the contract signing between Io Sky and your girl Bianca Belair. And Io pretty much, they came out there, talking a little bit. Io talking about how y'all not gonna keep on disrespecting me. About what they did last week. They mushed her in the face, pretty much said, shut up, get out of our face. And she smacked both of them. And Bianca said, look, I'm gonna be honest, you ain't gonna ever do that again and not get no reaction from me. That's the one time only, and don't do it again. So Io scared. Io just not scared of him pretty much. She did a little thing saying, I deserve it or whatnot. Crowd said she deserved it. They signed a contract and boom, there we go. Next thing you know, we have Rhea Ripley come out there. Rhea Ripley is still pissed off about the fact that Bianca got involved in her match. And even though Rhea did push her first, she's still pissed off that Bianca was out there at all, caused distraction and caused her to lose her title, which pretty much cost her WrestleMania shot. All right, cool. So Rhea came out there with a purpose. They got into a little verbal argument. EO tried to do something to both of them because Bianca, of course, pushed her again, and Rhea laid both of them out. She headbutted Bianca and then powerbombed EO onto Bianca on the table. I'm pretty sure they thought it was gonna go through it. I'm pretty sure they thought that too. I guarantee they thought that table was gonna break. So they were laid out pretty much. Why they were laid out? Rhea picked up the contract, and signed it. So now I'm pretty sure they're gonna make it a triple threat. Guy Starling, what's up, baby? What's up, baby? That's another man on the indie scene, and he does a great job. He's probably my best competition as far as down here on the indie scene. But yeah. It was a great little segment to me. I like it. Added drama, added a story to the story. I like every second of it. What you think, Rich?
Yeah, I liked it. The entire interaction was good. It was funny when when Bianca mushed it to the side. That shit was funny as hell. I hope. I guess they'll probably make it a triple threat match. I know Adam Pearce claimed he's not gonna accept the fact that she signed it because that document was for Bianca and not for her, even though she signed it. So I'm pretty sure they'll sneak that in somehow. But either way, if they turn to a triple threat match, I'm still looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. Miss Kayla, tell me something.
Really enjoyed the segment. They need to stop disrespecting my girl EO. But by the time WrestleMania come around, if they still disrespecting her, they'll, they're gonna learn that day. But of course, loved Rhea coming out, getting involved, putting her name on the contract. I assume maybe she signed her name over Bianca's or perhaps next to it. Either way, she's gonna definitely work herself into the match and make it a triple threat. My only thing, and I guess I'll overlook it because the actual feud is interesting, but I just think it's kind of odd that they're making this. The whole thing is essentially an angle because Rhea was upset that Bianca was out there watching the match when she was already a contender. I mean, that's not unusual. Right. For the contender or a challenger to be out there watching a championship match. I'm wondering if it'll lead to maybe Rhea eventually turning heel again, or what angle they'll take it. But hopefully it'll build on itself some way. That way it kind of makes sense.
Right. Me personally, I think Bianca's going to suffer her first loss this WrestleMania. And I only think that because she's a SmackDown superstar. That's the only thing. That World Heavyweight title for the women's going to stay on Raw. And right now, of course, you got the whole thing going with Naomi and Jay, which I'm pretty sure is going to be a WrestleMania match, but I don't think the whole interaction between those three are going to stop at WrestleMania. So with that being said, I'm about 95% sure Bianca's going to suffer her first loss this WrestleMania. But it's going to be an interesting match. I can't tell you who's gonna take the pin or who's gonna walk out with the title. I just don't think it's gonna be Bianca, me personally. But yeah, shout out to them, man. Hopefully they keep on going. So now at this time, what we are gonna do, we're gonna take a break and get into our sponsors. Please do us a favor and follow your girl Reptar, who is on the podcast. Yes, she's on the FTW team. She has her own thing called Dating with Reptar. Dating with Reptar. Please tune into that. She's on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. She talk about those things, like single couples and conversations that you want to have and the ones you don't want to have as well. Please continue to support her. She's been going since 2020. With that being said, we can also remember that FTW is having their own event, the FTW Mania on WrestleMania weekend. Yes, sir. You see that right there? You see it. Littlefoot's going to be there. Hollywood, your boy Malik, your boy Brandon. Boy, we got so much coming, boy. Y'all need to watch that. Be in present for that if you are in the Las Vegas area on WrestleMania weekend. Now with that being said, you also start getting your tickets right now as well. Please hit us up for the link for it, or you can go to our pages and find a link for it. Either way it go, it's cheaper to get it before than at the door. Now with that being said, we're gonna get into the rest of our sponsor, and we will be right back. Please don't go nowhere.
Can be, and as you already know, that is Matt's Wrestling Collectibles right here on YouTube. Today, guys, a milestone video, a huge video, one that I was talking about a few videos back, a few new figure pickup videos back. We were talking about this right here. It is none other than episode 50 of new figure pickups. It is crazy to think that this YouTube started back up again after so many years of being away. We started back up in June of 2022. Here we are, a little over 2 years later.
Yes. We are back. We are back. We are back. We are back. Thank y'all for watching, and thank y'all for not going anywhere. Now, with that being said, we can go ahead and get to the next subject on this card. So the next thing that we had happen tonight, we had Jey Uso come out tonight, right? Jey Uso about to come out to the ring, and right before he came to the ring, he got into it with Gunther as he was about to go into the gorilla to go into his music to go, down to the ring. They get into a little altercation, and Gunther pretty much points out the fact that I talked to your brother. He just was as an idiot as you. That was Gunther thing. At least I'm not saying, I didn't say it. Don't get in the comments killing me. But that's what Gunther said, right? So with that being said, of course that fired Jey Uso up for the night's match. He had the match tonight against Austin Theory. Now, it was pretty much a squash match. Jay got a few moves. Austin got like one or two, and then he speared him, and then it was over with. I didn't like that at all. Not for Austin. Made for Grayson, but not for Austin. I didn't like it, not one bit. Now, afterwards, he had an interaction with Gunther again. Gunther came out trying to choke him out. Jay slipped out of it and pretty much knocked him out to the ring, and he was holding his title up at everybody. You know what I mean? Rock style. You know what I mean? Holding the title to the people that want to have it. Pretty much. You know what I mean? It was a good, little visual about his look holding up the championship. Hopefully that is what we see at WrestleMania, but Gunther is not going to make it easy. But like I said, the actual match, wasn't a fan of that. Wasn't a fan at all for Austin Theory. He should be built up a little bit more. They pretty much had him being damn near the face. We looking like he was going to be one of the faces of the company at one point. And now, I mean, losing to Jey Uso in like a 60-second match was crazy work in my opinion. And that wasn't even a regular spear. It looked like a crossbody. You know what I mean? They didn't even execute the spear really good, in my opinion. So, Rich, what you think about that, man?
Yeah, I like the interaction in the beginning. I actually like the squash. I feel like they probably just building hype until WrestleMania get here. So that's just an easy way to just build some hype for somebody who already super turned. He did botch that when he went over the top rope though.
Yeah.
He did botch that shit.
Hey, top dollar.
You feel me? Now he did. I thought he was gonna try to go back and then hit it again before Gunther came and choked him out. But I like the squash match. Like I said, in my opinion, it's just building more hype because we all know at WrestleMania he's gonna get the win. And it's just, I mean, he already super duper over. That's gonna be like a ridiculous pop once he get that W. Hopefully he can, give a great match. And it's not like a 3-5 move type thing, but let's see.
I mean, to be honest, I like Jay a lot. Please don't kill me for this in the comments, y'all. But Jay only got like 4 or 5 moves. he do. He got like 4 or 5.
That's why I said hopefully now. Hopefully. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying hopefully.
Jimmy actually has a more of a wrestling set than Jay. Jimmy could do like the whisper in the wind, you know what I mean? I think I seen him do a backflip one time. Like I've seen Jimmy do more athletic stuff than Jay. But hey.
But he do need to get rid of that damn he gotta get rid of that.
He do it too slow.
He do it too slow.
Well, by the time he get to the end of it, it's like, why ain't y'all move? You know what I mean? The Rock used to get in there.
It was quick, you feel me? Boom!
You know what I mean? You can see why they stunned, you know what I mean? Jay,
he gotta hit the Chris Brown on a nigga. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Crazy.
Like, nah, bro. Nah. I would have been moved. I would have been moved like then. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you on that. That move takes long. Miss Kayla, what do you think about the squash and everything behind it? Kayla. Can you hear me? Am I breaking up or is y'all breaking up?
I can hear you. I can't hear her. Can you hear us? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, y'all both of y'all were breaking up.
Now, Miss Kayla, can you tell us what you think about that match?
Wait, say it again.
What you think about that?
I couldn't hear
you. You can hear me now, right?
Oh, I kid you not. I missed the entire match. Yeah, I hear you now. But I kid you not. I missed the entire match. I looked down for a few minutes. I think I was on Instagram scrolling. I looked back up and the match is over. I'm like, well, damn, we're not gonna get no type of like a solid match between the two. Because if I'm not mistaken, his match with Grayson Waller last week was a little bit longer. I don't think I paid too much attention to that one either, but still, I know, it was definitely longer. Which, in my opinion, I like Austin Theory, so I wish they would do better by him, and I also wish they would do better as far as this build between Jay and Gunther for WrestleMania. A few weeks ago, when Gunther came out through the crowd and he was taunting Jay in the Yeet entrance, I liked that. That was, I think, a build in a positive direction. But this week, it just seems like more repetitive because, Gunther came out last week, choked him out, or tried to. So it just seems like it's kind of stagnant. And what interest they had built seems like they're watering it down again. It's just, again, my opinion, especially considering the other matches that you already have on the match card for WrestleMania, ones that they're going to announce. For one of your championship matches, your main title, to not have a solid build just doesn't have a good look to me. Luckily, Jay's over enough where, you can kind of overlook it to a certain degree, but it's not a good look for Gunther as the champion.
I kind of think this is what I think they should have did, right? And it would have made everything a lot more interesting. I think they should have had Gunther come out after the match. Don't have him attack Jay from behind. Have him come out from the main entrance. He should have been carrying Jimmy, like a beaten up, bloody Jimmy or whatnot, and have Kaiser with him. So then they both beat him up. So like in like a week or two, it could have been like a tag match between Jay and Jimmy versus them two. And just reminiscing, rekindle stuff, but then at the same time, it would have made stuff a little more interesting and whatnot. Like Gunther wouldn't do whatever it takes to get in Jay's head or whatnot. And attacking his brother would have threw Jay off just a little bit. You know what I mean? This is me personally. It would have helped build it up a little bit more. But I do kind of agree with you. nights like tonight don't really do much for their rivalry. And every single night, every single week counts at this point as far as something that you need to do as far as building and keeping our interest. We had the interest, but now it's like, I'm just ready for JD to win, and that's it. You know what I mean? Not ready for. I don't even think it's gonna be I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Before I say this, I don't think it's gonna be a great match. I think it's gonna be greatly anticipated. I think Gunther's gonna beat the hell out of Jay, and Jay's gonna have to kick out like three or four power bombs or clotheslines or whatnot. You know, Gunther got like 5 finishing moves. He got to kick out like 3 of them in order for this match to be interesting. You know what I mean? If not, it's gonna be just a regular they're going to say Jay can't have great main events, and the last name is main event Jay. So. You know what I'm saying? Because last year we all looked for him and Jimmy. Well, we anticipated that match for 3 or 4 months.
They didn't give them enough time for that either, and it could have been great.
Yeah, they cut the time short for it, but it's not his fault. But that's gonna be the narrative. So they gotta have a great match, and in order to have a great match, like you said, the build has to be a little better. Hopefully they do right by him. Hopefully they do.
Now,
we're not sure.
Do you think Jimmy gonna be his partner for next week, or are they gonna bring out somebody else?
I want them to. I want Jimmy to be his partner this week. Gunther went over there and pretty much opened up the floodgates to do that. You know what I mean? Talking trash to Jimmy. So, and he mentioned him tonight. He said, I went to SmackDown and your brother's just as much of the idiot as you. So
he did so that.
Yeah. It only makes sense. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping something to spice up this feud. I don't know who it would be if it was a surprise, but I don't know. Hopefully, maybe somebody from NXT that's went against Austin and Grayson recently. I don't know. It's just an idea, but I don't know. Hopefully, it's something to. If it is Jimmy, cool. But I'm just hoping. I need a swerve. Something to make it feel more exciting.
I might swerve in that corner.
Hey,
look, real talk. How long y'all think Jey Uso gonna keep the belt though?
About 3 months. About 3 months.
You don't think 6? You think?
No, absolutely not. Only because not because he can't, but only because WWE has a history of not booking the major faces in great storyline titles when they actually win the world title. The only one they've been doing right so far is, they've been doing right by Cody so far, and they had to because he's the one people chose to beat Roman, pretty much. But if you think of all the great who had title runs, the great babyfaces at least, they had title runs. You can't name 4 of them that had long ones. Hogan, unfortunately, don't fuck with him, but unfortunately, he was a face. He had the title for a long time. Roman was technically a heel. The Rock, he had about 5 title runs, I think, maybe 7. Every single one of them was short.
Yeah, probably never that long.
Stone Cold, short title reigns. You know what I mean? Kofi Kingston had the title about 2 or 3 months before they had Brock take it off him in 3 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And that was a big thing. Kofi Kingston was huge. For what? Kofi Mania was huge. That was a big thing. Daniel Bryan, he didn't get a good push until he went to the heel side of his championship run. You know what I'm saying? When they're faces, they don't keep it long, unfortunately. You know what I mean? Even Sammy beat Gunther for the Intercontinental title, and he only had that title like 2 or 3 months.
Facts.
Yeah, and they already hot potato the IC title with Jay. I don't want to see it happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did it with the world title.
Yeah, well, you beat me to it. I was just about to say. Now look who they gave the short title run to. Jay. They did that to shut us up and to say, okay, well, he got that mid title. Now we're gonna push him up. You know what I mean? But like I said, I don't think it's gonna be a long title run at all. Because they don't have the kind of like what they're doing with Cody. Like Kevin Owens and AJ Styles did great with Cody. That's the only reason why that worked, and especially Kevin Owens. But WWE does not properly book the what next. After they complete the story, or get the huge pop that everybody wants. They don't have the next thing in mind. They never really do. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know. Who's Jay main folk gonna be afterwards? Brian Breaker? Hopefully. You know what I mean? Bring Carmelo Hayes over there, have him talk shit to him. You know what I mean? Who is it gonna be? I don't know who it's gonna be. It better not be Jimmy. It can be Solo. They brought Solo over there. Maybe Jacob Fott too, but then of course they're throwing him right back to the bloodline shit. They don't got nothing else for him. I promise you. I guarantee it. They ain't gonna have nothing else for him. And he gonna suffer because they don't have nothing else for him. But hey, it is what it is, man. We're gonna have to let them cook. They could prove me wrong. They could mess around, have a year title run, and have great opponents and great stories. Because they can do it. They just don't be doing it. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. All right, cool. So next thing we have on the agenda, we had the LWO versus American Made, which consists of the Creed brothers, of course. They had a decent match. It was a real decent match. Not bad at all. I wasn't mad at it. It was kind of slow at a certain point, but then they would speed it up. And around the end, it got really interesting. Who's it again? The LWO got the win, but afterwards they were attacked by that masked luchador again. We all pretty much know it's Chad Gable doing the stuff. But I think when they actually reveal them, they're gonna have somebody else actually under the mask when they actually reveal who it is or whatnot. You know what I mean? Me personally, I have no idea who they're gonna perceive it to be or whatnot, or even if they're gonna, Chad Gable and call under the mask. Cause it obviously was him tonight because of that. Not just the clothes, but his head shape. His head was shaped just like it under the mask, I could tell. So I was just like, okay, that's Chad tonight or whatnot. But like I say, interesting match. The match wasn't bad at all. I don't know. I don't know how long they're gonna keep this up with this masked luchador. But this match is probably the match that he's found when he went to Mexico to try to find out how to beat other luchadors. And this is what they need. It kind of helps with the storyline. Now, LWO hasn't been too interesting lately. Hopefully they do change it. I want them to change it and spice them up a lot. And I don't know how they can, but they need to do something. The LWO is definitely losing their fizz. Rich Law, what you think about this match and American Luchador coming afterwards?
Like it's a good match. Like I said, it was funny to see the masked luchador come out and people saying it's Chad Gable. I'm not really too much invested in the storyline. I mean I like the fact that they did send him off to Mexico so he can learn, but it never really grasped me. I'm watching, but as I'm saying, I'm just like it's kind of dull for me.
I feel you on that. I think they're gonna lead to something. Chad Gable is extremely exciting in my opinion. He's extremely entertaining. He's pretty much the next thing we got to Kurt Angle. There's no difference. He's just shorter. As far as ability and mic skills and comedy and all that, he's just shorter. That's literally it in my opinion. So they can do a lot with him. They just don't be doing a lot with him. I'm gonna say forever that he should have beat Gunther and then turn heel that night. Like having Sammy come out there and celebrate with him at WrestleMania. Gabe beat who is again Gunther. Sammy come out there and celebrate, and then he attacks Sammy, put him in the ankle lock, take him out for a few weeks. He still turns heel. We still get a heel Gabe, but he's still the one who finished the story. Would have been better to me, but hey, I'm just talking. Kayla, what you think about this match and everything around it?
Again, I don't really have too much to say about it because I don't have a solid interest in LWO and in American Made. I love Chad Gable. Wish they would do more with him. I think he has so much more potential to do more. That's very clear. The crowd's reaction to Ray, because the crowds here at home act like Ray when he's really the only full-timer, maybe outside of Randy, because Randy just came back, but he's the only full-timer that we see on a regular basis. And he just gets treated like he's
I
to
thought
hear him get the crowd reaction he deserves to get.
Yeah, for real. For real. And he pretty much get the crowd reaction like that. Like you said, he's a full-time, he's a legend. You know what I mean? He's one of the people who got you interested in wrestling. I know for me, when I was younger, Rey Mysterio was my favorite when I was younger because he was always the underdog and whatnot. His moves was like so exciting and whatnot. So even on WCW, with his Rey Mysterio Jr., that's when I first recognized him. He had the red mask and blue pants. He had that on for a while, but he had on often. He still changed it up, but he had that outfit on often. But yeah. Definitely, I was a big fan of him, and when he came to WWE, I still was a big fan of him. They don't treat him like you said, all right, but at the same time, what much more can you do with Ray? Ray's pretty much collecting a check at this point and just mentoring other people. Because they're not gonna give him another world title run. If they did, they're not gonna make it exciting. Because he had a boring United States title run when he had it like a year or two back before Logan Paul had it. So yeah. It's all you can do with Ray. Hopefully they find something out with him. Maybe turn him heel eventually. But we don't know. We're going to see. So with that being said, I think the next thing we had on the agenda was Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins came out tonight, and for a good 5 minutes straight, dang, the crowd chanted his song, that woo, woo, about 5 minutes straight. I think we went to commercial and came back and they still chanting or whatnot. That's what you call being over. Just like Jey Uso can get that entrance 5 minutes straight, Seth Rollins can get his about 5 minutes straight. So shout out to Seth. He's still doing his thing. I hate his outfit. Jesus Christ, stop doing it, Seth. It's just pissing me off so badly, bro. Every single night. And this thing about it, he'll have something clean on sometime and give me hope or whatnot. Then you go down to the shoes and some bullshit shoes or like some terrible shades to go with the outfit. I'll just be like, man, come on now. You put more effort into looking bad than, you know what I mean, looking regular. You didn't
like the jacket?
No. No. I ain't like the shit. I mean, it's how he wore it. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? I don't like how he had. It's just something about it. You know what I mean? It wasn't terrible. It wasn't no terrible look for him. But I swear to God, if I'm not mistaken, bro, I hated the shoes. I think I was saying, all right, cool. He pretty fly tonight. It was straight, and then he had on like some. It looked like women pitting loafers or something. I just couldn't get jig with it.
I saw Bird's comment in the group chat. I really didn't pay his shoes too much attention, but you know, I like to throw shade at Seth. I didn't mind the outfit. I think he looked a lot more suave than he actually is. I don't think he's really that cool. He was trying to look cool, but it's not the worst thing he's worn as far as the outfit. Again, I didn't see the shoes. I'll probably roast him for that later.
Yeah, the shoe just absolutely had pissed me off. That's really it. The jacket after it was green, I think, green and black. Have green and black, something like that. It was. He had a gold chain on with a gold watch. You know what I mean? Like I said, it was more suave, but it was something about the shoe. It was like something on the shoe, and I only caught like a few glimpses of it. So when Bird said that, I knew exactly what he was talking about. All right, I wasn't tripping. The shoe was trash. Why be so clean about it and then go trash? But anyway, hey, I'm talking too much. About the outfit, not what he actually said. He pretty much just called out Roman Reigns and CM Punk. He's gonna be there Friday to confront them, pretty much, because they weren't there tonight. I'm excited about this. I think this is actually gonna be the best match of the night between him at WrestleMania. I'm sorry, guys. I'm pretty sure the WrestleMania Triple Threat is gonna be CM Punk versus Roman versus Seth. I think that is going to be match of the night. If one of the women, or if the triple threat between the women don't be match of the night, it's going to be this match. And I'm excited about it. I'm very, very excited about it. This was the right call, in my opinion. What do you think about this? Kelly, you can go since you always was talking on it a little bit. You can go first this time.
Yeah. Like again, Seth came out looking a lot more suave and cool than I think he actually is in real life. But compared to the other costumes that he's worn, I didn't mind it. I didn't really pay what he was saying in his segment too much attention, simply because regardless of whatever he says, and Roman and Punk are going to end up putting their foot so far up his annoying behind that it's not going to matter to me, whatever what he said. But I wish, as far as the segment itself, I think he spent more time highlighting the fact that Roman and Punk weren't there than him, and of course him showing up on Friday Night SmackDown to meet them, than he did actually furthering the actual feud between the three of them. So it just more so sounded like he was just reminding us that they weren't there, which I don't think that's a good booking call in terms of like promo work. I think he should have spent more time again building up the actual rivalry. But either way, it's a rivalry and a match that haven't announced it yet. But it's a match that I definitely look forward to, just because I can't wait to see Roman and Punk beat the crap out of him at WrestleMania.
You know what I personally think? I think Seth's gonna win. I personally think Seth's gonna win it. He's taking too many L's.
I can't. I'll end up drop kicking my TV.
I think he's gonna win. I really do. And only because Roman just got his major victory against Solo. CM Punk got a major victory against Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins. I don't think they're gonna have Seth lose again.
Your speaker muffled.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Your speaker was muffled.
Now.
Yeah, we can hear you. Well, I can.
Okay, yeah. Of course, like I was saying, CM Punk got them two major victories against Drew McIntyre, and then he got that one against Seth as well. Roman just got his major victory against Solo, and pretty much they're damn near burying Solo now. I don't think Seth is gonna take another major loss. He don't really got any major victories since he lost his championship. I can't name a major victory that he's had since. I mean, Bronson Reed, I think. Other than that, he hasn't had no major victory. I think that's concerning. You can't keep booking him to lose and expect him to just be happy. You know what I'm saying? So him getting this victory would kind of help. I don't know if it'll help the storyline, but it definitely will help him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He got to win eventually. So.
Yeah, I guess.
Shout out to him. We will see what happens. Does Kayla only do sign language? Oh, okay, JR. Why y'all shadow boxing? Shut up, JR. JR's a troll. Downline message smells bad. Fire Luther and Chris Fortune. All right, JR, calm down. You got too many times. You got too much dip on your chill. Back hurting all the time with carrying the show. Rich Lord ain't hardly on here. He do great though. JR got too much dip on his chip. I'm sick of him. All right? Sick of him. Kayla looking like she's doing an interview for Isolation.
Yeah, the Uso Penitentiary.
Oh. Hey, though, but hey, I like Seth Rollins' outfit. Hey, he was cold with it. Now, I know what you're talking about his shoes. He had like some witch looking ass shoes. They was like tight at the top. Yeah. He really would have been better if he would have threw just some black loafers on him, just on some real shit, because he was really fresh. That was like the one time, like, okay, Seth Rollins, you got that shit on. Other time, he'd be looking crazy as hell. Like, imagine 10, 15 years down the line, we watching this with our kids. You like, this Seth Rollins had every outfit on. He goofier than the next. Like, that's what he had on. He got to stick to that. He should stick to that, right? Just lose them shoes and stick to that, for sure. But yeah, I like the promo that he cut. On which I feel like I can see him winning. It makes sense for him to win because he, like I said, everybody got their big moment. Roman got his big moment. CM Punk got his big moment. Seth Rollins got to get his big moment. He can't just be the dude that come out there and laugh and come out with the outfit and then nothing happening. He got to get his, and then maybe I guess somewhere down the line they can make it a 1v1 like a third time. I guess. Because right now it'll be a triple threat. CM Punk, Seth, Roman, say Seth get the win. Maybe somewhere down the line it's a Seth and just Seth, Roman. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. I wouldn't be mad at that. Now if it's a 1v1, him and Roman gonna win. But I think this time it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt too bad for Seth to get this one. You know what I mean? It would absolutely set up other storylines. So shout out to them. Shout out to them boys, man. Hopefully they do it. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. So the next thing on the agenda was our main event of the night. Our main event consists of Braun Breaker versus that boy Finn Balor. Nice match. This was probably a match of the night. If not this one, it would have been the Ludwig Kaiser and Penta. But I think this match was slightly better. It had like this match tonight, in my opinion. It really didn't have too many flaws. I liked it every single bit of it. I wasn't 100% sure who was gonna win. I thought in the beginning it would 100% been Braun Breaker, but Ben gave signs of oh snap. You kind of keep it in your mind that we have seen like 3 or 4 title changes on regular shows in the last 2 months. So you know what I mean? I kind of had that in mind too. I'm like, what if they mess around and had to do lose or whatnot tonight? So it was interesting to watch. I wasn't 100% sure, but Braun did pick out the come out with the win, but it was no short of to the demise of Judgment Day because Dom tried to help out and ended up he knocked Braun Breaker off, but he also knocked off Finn Balor as well when he was about to go for the coup de grace and whatnot. So of course that led to Braun Breaker getting back on the top rope, giving him that Frank style, and then giving him that spear and getting on out of there. This is planting seeds. They also after the fight, after the match, Judgment Day tried to jump your boy Braun Breaker, but Penta came out there and helped him out and fighting him off pretty much and gave the title back to Braun. Pretty much there was a standoff right there. Pretty much we all know what's gonna happen. One of them, Penta's coming for that title. So interesting. Very interesting. I wasn't mad at it. It didn't seem like no bad match. It didn't seem like no bad interaction between the two. Like I said, I think the main thing that is setting more seeds for the Dom and Finn feud coming up. Rich Star, what do you think about this match, man, and everybody that was around it?
Oh, it was a great match. It's looked like they leading up to Finn going ahead and going back to the Demon Finn Balor. You know what I'm saying? He taking a loss. He's still upset, angry. He already super cutthroat. So like all this intensity that he just got riled up in him, knowing that, he could have won this, so he should have been the leader of that. And probably sneak some self-doubt in there, but you can just see like it's about time for him to just go completely evil and wreak havoc across WWE. So I see them going that direction. He'll split away from Judgment Day, go back dark and that's pretty much it. Maybe somewhere down the line he'll compete for a championship because the people they ready to see Finn Balor get some gold.
Hopefully not the tag titles. You know what I mean? Get some actual gold. You know what I'm saying? But Mr. Taylor, what do you think about this whole ordeal?
It was a great match. The ending with Braun retaining and him and Penta facing off against each other kind of fell flat for me. But the only reason why is to kind of go back to the Judgment Day segment from earlier tonight when Dominic mentioned that he spoke with Penta about joining the Judgment Day. In my head, I kind of got, I guess, too far ahead. I was trying to get ahead of Triple H before he could swerve me. And so I'm thinking, okay, now it didn't make any sense to me initially for Braun to drop the title to Finn, especially considering Finn's booking as of late. But when he threw Penta's name into the mix, I thought, okay, maybe there's a chance that Finn would take this title off of Braun. It'll lead to some triple threat between the three of them at WrestleMania, and then Finn would drop the belt to Penta because of maybe Dominic interfering, and then we would get, Demon Balor again. So again, I was trying to get ahead of Triple H before he could swerve me. He didn't, so I kind of let myself down in that regard. But overall, I think it was a great match between the two of them. Again, I just hope it will lead to something with Finn coming back stronger as far as like his character.
Yes, ma'am. I completely agree with that. We don't know exactly what they're gonna do. We don't really know. Finn, he just out there, but it was reported in the beginning of the year that he's supposed to get a big push this year. So I don't know. I don't know. At least Karen Cross, he's not wrestling much, but I mean, he still looks strong for some reason. You see what I'm saying? Finn doesn't really look strong. It looks like he's just messing up, and the Judgment Day gonna blame him for it. You know what I mean? So we just have to see, man. We just have to see. It's kind of confusing. We're all fans of Finn Balor, and we wish they would do better for him. Actually, the other night, I literally just watched. I watched Evolve, and then like really right after Evolve, one of those matches came on from when Finn his first NXT match, and they were super excited about him and whatnot. So when he first came in, and I feel like up till recently, he had that same excitement every time he came out. But now it's kind of like, okay, it's Finn. I mean, he got no pop at the Royal Rumble. I mean, not just because they changed his name, it's just music or whatnot, but okay, hey, it's Finn. Time to lose. Gonna lose. Gonna lose the match. Gonna lose to whatever he in, pretty much. The big stuff he gonna lose. So
maybe he be the one to take the bet off Jey Uso. When it's time for Jey Uso to drop, maybe he turn the demon Finn Balor, be the one to snatch it off on him.
Maybe. He gotta be a lot more cynical and a lot more scary. Like he gotta go to a dark place for him to do that and for it to make sense. And he keeps the title for a little bit. He gotta be dark Finn. Do I think he got the potential to do it? Yeah. Do I trust WWE to execute it? I don't know. I just don't know.
They gotta let him crash out like everybody else.
Please crash out. Matter of fact, he should crash out so hard that he beat up everybody in Judgment Day. Even Liv and Raquel. Put them on stretch too. Beat their ass on to him.
Put the grass straight through the table.
And to add to that, like I want to say on his T-shirt it says 10 years that he's been in the company, but I don't think they've actually voiced that at all on like commentary. And if you're a guy like Finn, you've been in the company for 10 years, you're not getting any type of recognition for that. That should be the first thing that leads you to a crash out.
No recognition at all. They didn't acknowledge it at all. I think Pat McAfee would have been there. He probably would have acknowledged it. But Cole and Corey didn't say nothing about it at all. I saw that when he said 10 years of F or whatnot. I was like, oh, okay, 10 years. What's up, Finn? They gonna do something rad for you. But didn't. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. Like I said, it was a decent show. I'm not mad at it at all. And that was the show. That was the main event, y'all. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you all for joining us. It was a great show. Tomorrow, we got the NXT review. Tuesday night. Wednesday night, we got the AEW review with our boy Madman Lowry. Thursday, we got the TNA review with that boy MTG Gaming. Friday, we got the SmackDown and Chill. Not SmackDown Chill. I'm sorry. Stay your ass at home. Friday night SmackDown review with me and your boy Bird. Rich Law being there when he won't. Kayla's always here on Monday. We will do what we can to keep y'all entertained. Also, remember, we wrestle too. You know what I mean? Me and Boss Man wrestle too, and Lau as well. Floyd, he's usually here. He wrestles too. Matter of fact, we were just all together this weekend. Shout out to Diamond Land with me, Chris, Lau, and Floyd. Me, Chris, Lau, Floyd. And Boss Man, of course. It was 5 of us. You know what I mean? We had a good old time reminiscing of being around each other for the first, at least that group was around each other for the first time at the same time. So shout out to him, man. We had a great time, and y'all please be with us. Keep us in thoughts or whatnot. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Y'all got anything to say, Rich Law and Miss Kayla?
Ladies first.
Nah, I'm good. I mean, if y'all interested, I make wrestling content. You can follow me on YouTube and Instagram at Kayla Kayfabe.
Yeah, man.
Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram _Rich Law. Make sure y'all go check out my new album, Rich Law, Pimping in the Hall of Fame. Pimping in the Hall of Fame is on all streaming platforms. And stay tuned. I'm about to get ready to drop my own wrestling promotion. It's on the way. So if y'all follow my Instagram, I'll have more info for everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're looking forward to that. And also, your boy, me, Rock Dreams, I'm going to start, FTW Rock, I'm going to start making my own wrestling content as far as like videos, review videos, predictions and everything like that, voiceovers. It's gonna be the whole nine. I got a whole thing planned out. I just gotta actually set aside time to do it more often. But I am going to get into that. I will drop it on all platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Maybe not YouTube. YouTube takes a little bit, but Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, they're definitely gonna be jumping with it. But with that being said, thank you all for your support, people, all the FTW podcast, and be with your boy. Now we are out. Be easy. That's what the song say.